AFTV on our way up to the oldest ground in football, Mansfield. I found that out the other day. I didn't know that. Mansfield Town. Another fun fact is that Curtis Shaw, who of course is in Forever Arsenal, used to play for Mansfield back in the day. That is the team that we're facing today in the FA Cup on the way up there. It's one of them games though that Arsenal must not be complacent. They knocked out Burnley, a Premier League team, in the last round, and they're at home. So this could be a little tougher than we think, guys. What are you thinking?
Yeah, without that, I'm not getting me wish with Miles Lewis-Skelling being suspended for this game. So I'm not going to get him in midfield. So this could be interesting what team selection he puts there. You know, obviously with the game on Wednesday. So
well, he hasn't got a lot of options, has he?
No, the
at
options
the back
are down.
because no Ben White. Ben White's out. So I think you could see some defenders probably that you wanted to rest actually playing in the game.
What do you think, Saliba? Because Saliba's obviously out for that.
No, I don't think
He's
Saliba.
really back in time.
No, so he's going to have to play. I think he's going to have to play in Kepier at some point. I think he could play today, which is something that you'd like to think that the whole back forward had a rest. But
may even have to play Gabriel. You never know.
One of them two's going to have to play. Yeah. One of them two. So, but looking forward to it. Like, it's a different pressure now, isn't it? Like the pressure of the league is just a little bit more. I don't know, relaxed, not relaxed.
Yeah, this feels like a bit of a breather. Even
a little breather.
I know
like
going full form, but it does feel quite.
And the Champions League as well. So
it does feel
I don't care what anybody says. Going up to Brighton, I'm a lot more nervous those sort of games than I will be next week at Everton. But I'm a little bit more relaxed going into this game. Looking forward to it. To be fair,
it's a different type of pressure, and the pressure is not to be humiliated, because everyone expects us to win, and if we don't win, suddenly we're the actual laughing stock, and we go back to being the banter club. It's a situation where everyone thinks we're just going to steamroll them, and for them it really is their cup final. And I think the only thing that we can come unstuck with is two things. Number one, the mentality of believing that we're just going to go up there and win with whatever team, and number two, their pitch is apparently in a bit of a state, which is something we're not used to.
Yeah, I mean, listen, these sort of games, I think we've seen it already this season. If you take these teams lightly, what can happen? We saw right at the start of the season, Man United with Grimsby, right, being knocked out of the Carabao Cup, now not in any competition, right? So, and as I said, this team here knocked out Burnley in the last round. You know what I mean? It took a really big scalp. Didn't they beat another Premier League team?
Yeah, they broke two. No, teams above them. Two. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was Burnley and.
They've beaten Burnley.
And there was another. And there was
they beat Burnley at Burnley.
It was a championship. It was a
they
championship.
beat Burnley. They beat Burnley at Burnley, and you know what I mean. There'll be a lot of changes and stuff like that. But you cannot take these teams lightly. But if Arsenal go out there with the right attitude, they should win this game. And they should win it pretty comfortably, but it's all about not being complacent. Up front, guys, who would you like to see up front?
Jesus, Madueke, and I would like to see Max Dowman, if I've been really honest.
It's going to be a physical game.
But I think that he'll probably go with either Trossard or Martinelli, both for not doing themselves any favours when they're starting at the moment. They're not really producing. They're sort of doing better when they're coming off the bench. So it'd be interesting what he does on the left-hand side. But I'd like to see Max Dowman today.
Yeah. I saw it was Sheffield United and Burnley that they beat to go in. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, Jesus, I think needs to get some minutes in his tank. I think he still can be used the back end of the season as well in some capacity. I know we've got Havertz and Gyökeres, but I think Jesus needs to get some minutes as well. So yeah, Jesus up front for me as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'd expect Jesus to start this game, and like you said, Cecil, you know what I mean. It's going to be players like Jesus are going to be very important in the run-in. Rotation's going to happen a lot, I feel, in the run-in, because there's just going to be so many games. You know what I mean? You've got, we're still in 4 competitions, so rotation ultimately is going to play a part with fatigue and the different games and that come in. So and to get Jesus in, get him scoring, that means that he can come in any given game and put in a performance. But this is a massive game today in the FA Cup. Arsenal won the FA Cup the most times. We want to go as far down in it as possible. Let's get everybody's predictions. I'm gonna go. Let me go 3-1.
I'm going to go 2-0. Wasn't that easy when we went to Port Vale in the League Cup, so I'm sort of going on that sort of philosophy. So 2-0 to the Arsenal.
I'm going to go 2-0 to Arsenal today. For me,
I think if they get the mentality right and the pitch isn't too bad, they'll just run out easy 4-5-0. So I'll go with 4-0.
4-0, 3-1. All the predictions are pretty positive. What are your predictions? Leave it in the comments below. But on our way to a new destination for us, Mansfield against Arsenal. We're going to do this!